I can't believe it. After all this time, you finally found me?
Yeah.
Here we are together. You wouldn't believe what Margaret wanted to do to me. But, you know, you're the only woman for me. The only woman I want to make love to.
I feel the same way. Last night was everything I dreamed it would be, and more. Don't you think so, Daddy?
This is great.
Wow, only a year ago, Marcy was breaking all the pots in the diner. Now look at her.
Oh, you know, let's kill the headshot. I want our guests to be picturing Marcy lying in her hospital bed on the brink of death. Who could resist that story? We could be looking at record sales for a first-timer.
Sounds like Hayes wishes Marcy didn't make it past the accident and sell more books.
Oh, sweetie. I got you.
Thank you, Michael.
You okay?
Yeah, better now.
Well, it's good to see you again. I haven't been by the Banner offices in a while.
Hasn't changed much. Coffee's still bad, deadline's a killer.
I do remember that.
I just want to remind you that public figures are fair game.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand. I don't expect any special treatment. Please, sit down. Whenever you're ready.
What's your strategy for the custody hearing this afternoon?
Well, that's simple. My wife and I are going to show the judge that we're best suited to provide a stable and loving environment for our son. And I'm convinced the court will agree that Ace belongs here, in the home he's known since he was born.
So your ex-wife supports you in seeking custody?
Well, she wants what's best for our son, yes.
Kevin, how could you do this to me?
Oh, I don't know, Vicky. It's impossible to tell. Right. There it is, right there. And we were traveling northwest when your car broke down.
Dorian, there are 1,000 little tiny roads on that mountain. I mean, most of them aren't even on the map. We just have to hope we get a tip from the 800 number today.
The phone has been ringing nonstop, but not one legitimate call so far. I'd be searching every inch of that mountain if I could, but I've got to go to the custody hearing. I can't let Kelly face that alone.
Yeah, well, you tell her I'm thinking about her, okay?
I really am surprised that you're not going.
Dorian, I do not support Kevin's decision, okay? Not when that baby was taken from his parents.
Brava. We agree on something, at least.
Oh, hello, Star. Hey, Jack.
Hey, Aunt Vicky.
Hi, baby. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Vicky, hi. It's so good to see you, as always.
Thank you. Well, Lois has macaroni and cheese heating up for you in the kitchen.
Great.
Great.
Great, right, Jack? You love macaroni and cheese, don't you?
Yeah.
That is so thoughtful of you. I haven't had lunch yet.
David, honey, we don't have that much time.
Sure we do. There's always time for macaroni and cheese, isn't there? Let's go get some. Come on, Jack.
I'm coming with you. I don't want you to get sidetracked. David.
I'll be right there.
David.
Oh, Lord, please. Bring Todd and Blair home safe and do it soon because their children need them.
Hey, Vicky. I need to talk to you.
Sure, what is it, honey?
Shh, I don't want her to hear us.
Hear what?
Listen, you have to make Aunt Dorian let me and Jack move in with you. Today.
what you want. Now get off me.
Oh, I can feel your soldiers inside of me marching toward their goal.
Probably running for their lives.
You'd better be optimistic, Todd. Unless you never want to see Blair again.
You said you were going to let her go.
Oh, yes. And I'm a woman of my word. But not until I get the results back. It won't be long.
And if you're not pregnant?
Well, then, I suppose Star and Jack will just have to get used to not having any parents around.
Aunt Vicky, please, I cannot spend another day at La Boule. There's no TV in the living room.
Oh, is that all?
No.
No, of course not. Honey, sit down and tell me what the real problem is, okay?
You know how much Aunt Dorian hates my dad, and she keeps dumping on him like 24/7, and I cannot take that. And she's saying that Dad's the reason why Mom is gone.
Well, no. She knows that Margaret Cochran is behind all of this.
I know that, but she's saying that it's Dad's fault for getting mixed up with her. Listen, Aunt Vicky, Jack is starting to listen. Okay? You can't let this happen. You can't let Aunt Dorian brainwash Jack into believing all those lies about my dad. Please.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Are you kidding? Nothing could keep us away.
Look, you two have been great through all of this. Thank you.
Well, we're just glad Marcy's gonna be all right.
Not if her agent had his way.
Well, I'm not crazy about Hayes either, but maybe we should just ignore him for today. We can't let anything ruin this for Marcy. Right.
Maybe too late for that. It's almost time to get started. Yeah, I'm gonna say a few words on Marcy's behalf. You don't think the boyfriend will object? Yeah, Michael McBain won't be anywhere near the palace today.
Oh, Michael, how am I supposed to go to that party? I can't even stand on my own 2 feet.
You don't have to. You got a ride.
Maybe my dad was right, Michael. Maybe I should just stay here.
Marcy, don't you think that if I thought that you weren't strong enough, I'd be the first person to say so?
Yes.
Now listen, if you feel weak, you lean on me, okay? If you decide that you just want to call the whole thing off, well, that's okay, too. This is your day. You get to make all the decisions, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Take a bag. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, are you? Are you ready? Are you ready to go to your first big book party?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sergeant Stan Golder, Lambview Police. I'm looking for a Dr. Michael McBain.
As a matter of fact, here he is now.
Dr. Michael McBain?
Yes. How can I help you?
I have a few questions for you. You know a Hayes Barber?
He's my agent.
Yeah, what about him?
He wants to press assault charges against you.
Hey, what?
Need to hear your side of the story?
If you'll excuse me, please.
Oh, thanks, Doctor.
Listen, officer, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Is there any way that it could wait a little while?
I'm afraid it can't.
Just a few hours, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not a flight risk. I mean, my brother is Lieutenant John McBain, so, I mean, he vouched.
Sorry. You're gonna have to come with me.
But listen, Sergeant, Michael and I were just on our way to the Palace Restaurant for my book publishing party. Remember I told you about it's the Killing Club? Well, Hayes is there. Why don't you just follow us?
I don't know, Marcy.
Oh, come on. You know, we can straighten everything out. I know this is a misunderstanding. That's all. Please?
You know how I feel about this.
Can we talk about this in private?
But I guess I shouldn't be surprised that you would subpoena me to testify for you.
Can we reschedule, please?
I'd be happy to wait.
No, I don't want to inconvenience you, really. We'll talk more after the hearing. The maid will show you out, okay? Thanks again. Do you realize that everything you just said could end up on the front page of the Banner tomorrow?
Please, I don't care about that. I told you, I think Ace belongs with Babe.
And I respect that. I'm just asking you to say a couple of things in court.
No, you're asking me to lie on the witness stand. And I'm not going to do it, Kevin. I refuse.
All
Honestly, our cook at La Boulée would have made it from scratch. That's obviously from a mix.
I'm surprised to hear you say that. You and Vicky seem to be getting along.
Well, all I'm interested in is finding Blair and bringing her home to her children. And if that means cooperating with Vicky, fine. I'll do it. Despite the fact that she's responsible for my getting ousted as chief of staff of Llanview Hospital.
So you're still planning on returning the favor, huh?
Oh, believe me, Vicky will be toppled from her post as the president of Llanview University, but of course not while my niece's life is at stake.
You want to give me some details?
Vicky, what happened to Star? She never did show up in the kitchen.
Oh, she's on her way there now. Dorian, let me ask you something. Why did you insist that the children live with you when Blair disappeared?
Excuse me?
Did you see that as an opportunity to turn Jack against his father?
Breakfast in bed coming up from my special guy.
I'm not hungry.
You really should eat. You burned up quite a few calories last night.
I want to talk to Blair.
Well, fine. I need a few minutes anyway to see how we did.
Isn't it a little soon for that?
Oh, no, it's an early detection test. Well, enjoy your chat, but think positive thoughts, or it may very well be your last.
Blair, can you hear me?
Blair, come on, are you there? Blair, can you hear me? Blair!
How dare you make such an accusation, especially at a time like this?
Would you just answer the question, please?
Vicky, Dorian has used pretty much every negative adjective in the English language to describe Todd. Some in French, too. She speaks her mind to me, sometimes to Blair, and she even speaks her mind to Star sometimes. But never to Jack. He's just a little kid, for crying out loud.
Oh, David, don't even bother. Look at her. She doesn't believe you. You know, I would have thought that we could at least be civil to each other at this time of crisis, but obviously that's not an option for us anymore.
Aunt Vicky, can we have dessert now?
Of course you can, darling. And Aunt Vicky, since Jack's here now, why don't you ask him?
I have tried to do everything I know to make things better between us since I brought Ace back from New Orleans. I thought we were getting somewhere.
We were until you subpoenaed me.
That's because I trust you. Look, I just want you to tell the judge how much I love our little boy, okay? And tell him how much we provided him a stable home the first year of his life, and how I allowed you visitation, even with all our problems.
That's not quite the way I remember it.
Look, I'm not asking you to lie. I'm just asking you to testify that before Ace was kidnapped, he was a happy child with a father that would do anything for him. Can you do that?
How's it going?
What are you doing here?
Came to buy Marcy's book. Oh, come on, Rex. You can't keep your mouth shut long enough to read a book. It could happen. Okay, probably not. But it's still a sale for Marcy.
That's true.
Let's get a drink. Oh, by the way, I was at the police station last night. I talked to the police commissioner and the ADA about Paul Kramer.
Why?
I was trying to get them off your case and Lindsay's.
What happened?
Well, they listened, but it's hard to tell if a cop's buying or not.
Well, I'm guessing not, being that your credibility is zero.
Well, at least I tried.
Yeah, but I bet you didn't see anything in that for you, did you?
Nope. Just a nice, warm feeling from doing something for somebody else. You should try it sometime, Rockstar.
Stop it, both of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Thank you all, and welcome. I have the great honor and privilege of introducing you today to this year's most eagerly anticipated mystery novel, The Killing Club. I'm Hayes Barber, and I represent the fabulously talented first-time novelist, Miss Marcy Walsh. Unfortunately, Marcy can't be with us today. She was involved in a terrible accident, struck down by a hit-and-run driver. She's still in the hospital, struggling to recover her strength. But many of her family members are with us, and they wanted me to thank you profusely for being here. Your generous and strong support through prepaid orders will certainly help to lift Marcy's spirits during these difficult times.
Actually, I'm feeling a lot better. And since I'm here, well, I thought I'd thank you all myself.
Claire, just tell me you're all right.
Yeah, I'm here, honey. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just a minute. Just turn the flashlight back on. Yeah, I'm so tired.
Don't fall asleep. Just hold on a little while longer. Margaret's gonna let us go today.
How do you know?
It doesn't matter. Just know that I love you and I'm gonna take care of everything.
Todd, what did you do?
I made a lot of mistakes last year. I know that. And I am trying to be someone that I can respect again. That you can respect again, too.
I know, Kevin. I see it. I saw it on New Year's when you gave that speech that the governor didn't approve of. I see it when you're with Ace, but this is all so confusing. I just don't know what's real.
Of course this is real.
I know that Ace couldn't have a better father than you.
Okay, so will you help me?
I can't make any promises. As much as you give to that little boy, you can't replace his mother.
Well, how can you say that? You barely know her.
I know Babe is a good mother.
How? You've met her, what, once? Kelly, do you know her better than I thought? Huh? Have you seen Babe since you met her in New Orleans?
How do you feel?
Pretty good at the moment.
Did the doc give you your walking papers?
Yes, Dad, she did. Besides, Michael's here, okay? I couldn't miss this for the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if this is a miracle of modern medicine or sheer will that enabled her to be here, but please give a warm welcome to the author of The Killing Club, Marcy Walsh.
Ignore him, Marcy. This is your moment, okay?
Thanks for getting me here.
Hey, can you make it up there on your own?
I don't think so, Michael. I don't think I can.
Got you, baby.
Hi. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Well, this has been a dream for me ever since I can remember. I think ever since I picked up my first book and read it. It's to see it happening is. Well, anyway, there are. Well, you know, there are a couple people that I owe a special thank you to. The first of which is Shelley. She helped me form the Real Life Killing Club in high school all those years ago. And I would also like to thank Gretchen Young and Bob Miller from Hyperion, and to Chip Kidd, who designed the beautiful cover, and to Professor Malone, who he couldn't be here today, but, well, he saw something in that mess of a draft that I sent him years ago. And last but not least, there's one other person who I'd like to thank most of all, who I couldn't have done any of this without his encouragement and his love. Dr. Michael McBain.
We'll get some oatmeal cookies in a minute, but I'd like to talk to you first.
Okay.
Jack, you're very worried about your mom and dad, aren't you?
I miss them. But Aunt Dorian says that they'll be home soon.
That's right, Jack.
And Mommy and Daddy love us, and they're thinking about us all the time.
Yes, honey, they are.
Can I have a cookie now?
Yes, of course you can. David, would you mind please taking Jack into the kitchen? Lois will show you where the cookies are. Thank you.
I bet we can find the cookies all on our own, can't we, Jack?
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
I owe you an apology. I'm very sorry.
Apology accepted.
Thank you. But Dorian, you know, it shouldn't surprise you that I would not want Jack to be subjected to your opinion of Todd.
Meaning what? Are you implying that my opinion is unwarranted?
Look, I know that you are only trying to protect your girls. But frankly, Dorian, your love can be a little overwhelming, especially to someone Star's age.
Star is the future of our family. Yes, she is truly a Kramer woman. I see in her all the best qualities of all of us. And yes, I'm hard on her. And she resents me for that. But if that's how I ensure that that little girl becomes the fabulous woman that she has the potential to be, then so be it.
I'll explain it all later. Just hang on for a few more hours, and you and I will be back in bed together.
Oh, wow, I want to believe you. You know what? I'm not even cold anymore. I'm just numb. I can't even feel my toes.
Yeah, I know it's tough, honey. Just hang on. Is there any more juice in that flashlight?
Yeah.
All right, there should be a latch inside the trunk that opens it. See if you can find it.
It's so hard to see in here. I'm cramped.
Just keep looking.
I see something.
Oh, can you get to it?
I think I can, but...
Just give it a kick and get the hell out of there.
Dad, it's not working.
Margaret might be coming back any second, so I might have to go, but keep trying.
What am I gonna do? It's stuck.
Kick harder.
Oh, no.
What is it?
I think I just heard a break. Oh, my God, Dad, I can't stay in here any longer. Help me.
Come on now. Hold on.
I'm gonna come and get you, and by God, we're gonna have that wedding of all weddings, right? I'll even dance with Dorian.
Yeah, right. I'd like to see that.
I think we're due for a break after all this hell. We're gonna get one. You gotta trust me on this.
Please find me fast.
Todd? Todd? Todd, are you there? What's going on?
I know you, Kelly. I know when you're lying.
I met Babe once in New Orleans. She had to rush Ace to the hospital. She didn't care whether I called the police or not. All that mattered was her son. She loves him as much as you do.
How could you possibly be in a position
Do you
to judge
remember
that?
when Natalie showed up here and said that she was Vicky's daughter, how that turned your family upside down?
That is completely different than
No,
this.
it's not. What happens if you win custody? What happens in 10 or 15 years when Ace finds out that Paul took him away from his mother the night he was born, and that a year later you did the exact same thing? How do you think he's going to feel about you when he finds out the truth?
Well, explain it to him.
Well, I hope he's more understanding than Duke.
Oh, that's not fair.
Kevin, I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want you to think about what you're doing.
What are you going to say on the stand, Kelly?
I'm going to say that you're a great dad. And that you've given Ace a great home. And that he shouldn't be with J.R. Chandler. But for the rest of it, I can only promise to tell the truth.
Star, why did you feel it necessary to lie about Dorian?
I just didn't think that she wanted me around.
Why would you think that?
Because to her, I'll always be Todd's little brat.
Oh, well, that's not true, is it? I mean, you just admitted you heard all the nice things she said about you.
Yeah, I just never thought she felt that way about me.
Dorian actually loves you very, very much. You know, sweetheart, sometimes we find it easier to be angry rather than scared. And I'd be very surprised if you weren't absolutely terrified about your mom and dad right now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So?
So I'm thinking maybe you were taking out some of that anger on Dorian, maybe blaming her a little bit?
Maybe a little.
Yeah, I think maybe a little. Believe me when I tell you, she wants your parents home with you. Excuse me. Hello? Yeah, hi, Linda. I'm sorry, what do you mean that the funds weren't transferred? Okay, well, no, it's not a problem. I'll just cover the payroll at the Banner with my personal money, okay? Can you hold on a moment? Star, darling, do me a favor. In the middle top drawer in the desk is my checkbook. Would you get it for me?
This one?
No, darling, that's the university one. I need the other one, my personal one. That's red.
The red.
Thank you so much. Okay. All righty. Linda, yeah. So just give me the figure. Okay. Okay, and the messenger will be here to pick it up, right? Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Okay. Very good. So, you ready to go and apologize to Dorian?
Do I have to?
Hey, if I can do it, so can you.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Marcy, Mike Malone was so upset that he couldn't be here today. But he wanted you to know that even though you never believed it, he always knew this day would come.
Well, that's just because he taught me everything I know. And Chip, I love this cover. It's so beautiful. I was so excited to see my name on the cover.
Oh, well, thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
We're proud to have you in the Hyperion family.
Thanks.
Can I have an autograph?
We'll let you get back to business.
Marcy!
Rex, you don't really want an autograph, do you? You know, thank you. Jen told me that you came by the hospital after I had the accident. She also said that you were...
Yeah, I happen to be in the neighborhood.
Thanks.
Well, it'll be worth something when you're dead.
Maybe you can explain to me why Michael McBain isn't in jail? I thought he made it clear I wanted to press charges.
Well, I have to get his version of events before I make the arrest.
Why didn't you take him down to the station?
Excuse me, there a problem here?
You know, Michael McBain assaulted me at the emergency room of the hospital. What more do you need to know?
Well, Sergeant, you know, at the party, it's almost over. If you could just wait a little bit longer.
Are you talking about the night of Marcy's accident?
What do you know about this?
Well, I was at the hospital that night with Dr. McBain, and I never saw him assault anyone.
You're a liar.
You know, Sergeant, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you when we were at the hospital, okay? Hayes has just been looking to make trouble for Michael this entire time.
Now, what do you know? You weren't even conscious.
Yeah, well, I'm conscious now.
You know, the LPD doesn't have time to resolve minor personal disputes. Good luck with the book, Marcy.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot, officer. So this is how it's going to be, huh? After I worked my butt off to help you succeed.
You know what? I don't need your kind of success. You're fired.
You can't fire me.
I think she just did. I think it'd be best if you left now.
You know, stupid move. Your career is never going to recover.
I'm not worried.
Hey. Thanks for covering for me.
Yeah, no sweat.
All I did was tell the truth. Thanks for the book.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, hey, guys. Hey. Thanks for coming.
No problem. We've got to plan a party for when you hit the bestseller list.
Oh, no, I'm not going to hope for that.
Well, you didn't think your book would get published either.
No, but I don't want to jinx it either.
Well, Riley and I will keep our fingers crossed for you then.
Thanks.
Call me, okay?
I will.
See you guys.
How you feeling?
Oh, a little tired. But never better, really.
I'm really glad you're feeling good.
Thanks for, making sure I didn't miss the best day of my life.
I'm serious. I'm gonna help you get out of this. I'm gonna help you get James back. What do we do?
All right, car's waiting for us.
Where's Asa?
He's got a cold. Just be the two of us.
Oh, okay.
Have you changed your mind?
No. I'm ready to do what I have to. For Ace.
Pick up for the banner.
Right, hang on a minute. I've been expecting you. All right, thank you so much, Janet. Take care.
Hi, kids. David, how are those cookies?
Uh-oh. I recognize that look. What have you been up to?
all sorts of things, but we can't go into it now. We've got to go. Bye, kids. Be very, very good, all right?
You be sure to listen to your Aunt Vicky.
Yes.
Be sure to hurry up or else she'll miss court.
Bye-bye. Don't watch too much television.
Bye.
All right. Spill it, spill it. What did you do?
Vicky doesn't know it yet, but she has just made a very sizable deposit into the Banner checking account, yeah, with funds from Landview University.
What? How did you manage that?
Oh, I don't know, just sometimes opportunity just breaks down your dollar. Darling, don't you see? When that check clears, the trustees from the university will find out that, oh dear, their president has misappropriated the hard-earned taxpayers' money. Oh, they won't be happy about that, will they?
I want you to know something. You never cease to amaze me. Multitasking, cooperating with Vicky while you're stabbing her in the back.
Todd, answer me. What's happening?
Todd, answer me.
Todd, what's happening?
So, what's it say? Are you pregnant? Are you gonna let us go?
On the next One Life to Live.
I know who the killer is.
What? Ace is my son. The boy's name is not Ace.
You're right, it's James.
Please, anybody, can you hear me? Anybody out there?
Blair?
Margaret, what's it say? Are you pregnant or not?
Oh my God.